It's no secret that money runs the world. One of the smartest moves an artist can make is leveraging their fame and clout to promote products or brands. It's how Ye became a billionaire, and then not a billionaire. Dre made hundreds of millions off of headphones. Chance the Rapper made that classic Kit Kat ad. That was pretty funny, I can't lie. And Snoop Dogg is selling pizza pockets, among other things. But we all know the famous ones. I'm here to talk about the other endorsements. The weird and at times infamous collaborations between musicians and brands that most forgot about. At least try to figure it about. Let's get started with my favorite example. Lil Nas X may have moseyed his way into the music game on a horse, but he didn't stay there long. But it wasn't until 2021's Call Me By Your Name that he faced his first brush with controversy. The chart-topping anthem launched an entire new era for the artist, one that steered heavily into the provocative. The music video for it, which featured a strip pole going to hell as well as a lap dance with the devil, wasn't even nearly the extent of it. He doubled down on the devil aesthetic when he partnered with popular streetwear art collective Mischief to release the Satan shoe. Can you guess what it was? Modified from a Nike Air Max 97, the sneaker featured upside down crosses, satanic accent jewelry, and the kicker, real human blood in the sole. Seriously. According to Mischief, the blood was actually gathered from a couple of their employees. I'm not dumb, okay, but I choose to believe this. They also only produced 666 pairs. It was anything but subtle. Obviously, the headlines flooded in and everybody had an opinion, specifically weeknight cable news. I don't have to explain why this was a smart move. In this era of social media and clicks, all attention is truly good attention. But it did have some actual repercussions in the form of a very real legal lawsuit from Nike itself for using their shoe, which only served to keep them in headlines even longer. Cut to today, and Nike has completely recalled the lawsuit. They were quick to point out the hypocrisy of the shoe giant, which allowed them to release their God shoes just a few months prior, which featured holy water in the soles instead of blood. Now I know we're all being edgy here, but obviously see why they would have a problem with this one and not this one. But I love Lil Nas X, so I'm on his side. Sorry, Nike. Today you can still buy the shoes online. So in the end, Lil Nas X came out on top. That was a sex joke. But still, this will go down in history as one of the weirdest shoe collabs of all time. If you were online in 2020, which we all were, then this collab between Travis Scott and the evil legacy burger giant was pretty much inescapable. McDonald's, a company that has literally nothing to do with music, had a admittedly genius idea a while back. They began rolling out these themed meal campaigns where you, a humble burger peasant, could try your favorite celebrity's favorite McDonald's meal. Just how they like it, because we all got a favorite McDonald's meal, right guys? Because this is America, right guys? Admittedly, it's a really great idea. Kids get the clout of eating their favorite celebrity's meal, and McDonald's doesn't even have to buy new ingredients. But everything changed when they decided to give a meal to auto-tune demigod himself, Travis Scott. Hot off his recent connections with the Kardashian family and the fact that sicko mode was becoming a mega meme, this was the perfect time to capitalize on the artist and his favorite meal of just a regular burger and fries with Sprite and barbecue sauce. Wait, it was just a regular burger and fries with Sprite and barbecue sauce. Oh, but they put "it's lit" in the description, so it's Travis Scott, guys. Soon the drive-thrus were filled with hormonal teenagers, desperately trying to get a clip of them ordering to post on social media, which I think was their plan, but I don't know if they anticipated how well it would work. Often rolling up, demanding the meal, cutting off the minimum wage worker by blasting sicko mode.
How can I help you?
I think you know what we're here for.
It was funny the first time, and then it kept going.
You know what I'm here for, man.
You know why I'm here, madam?
I think you know why I'm
You know what I'm here for, man.
Still, there was something so perfect about this, at least as like a pop culture moment. There was just something so absurd about the Travis Scott burger. This is a collab you just could have never predicted. Like, it sounds like it was written by AI.
There are people out there right now in droves, in literal droves, that are out there. When I went and got this item, there's actually one guy that had been camped out at the local McDonald's for 16 whole days. He actually had a tent out there.
So yeah, this campaign was like a massive success. Unfortunately, the story doesn't have a happy ending. Look, I don't have to tell you what happened next. The Astroworld tragedy is still ongoing as the victims seek any form of justice, the horrors they witnessed, and the loved ones they lost. I think Travis Scott is a horrible person, and I think his ability to just shuffle away from this and move on, as well as the public's ability to just kind of forget about it and move on and just get hyped for his new album, is something I just truly do not understand. Regardless, McDonald's wasted no time cutting ties with the rapper, discontinuing the meal seemingly forever. And now, if I'm being honest, this silly little moment in pop culture feels surreal and kind of dark. Now, McDonald's has since gone on to make other themed meals with other musical artists and celebrities. Most recently, we got the Cardi B Offset meal, which I think is like their first couple meal, yet unironically looks like it slaps. And I'm sure glad to see they stopped giving these meals to problematic people. Luckily, we'll always have the memes to remind us of the times before things got so bad. Look, Sprite is not a shy brand when it comes to collaborating with prominent artists and musicians and even athletes. Also, okay, sidebar while we're talking about Yachty, does anybody remember that horrible ad he did for Chef Boyardee? It featured like some like other musician, I can't remember his name. It's old now, but I just remember thinking this was so lame. It just had like a really offbeat like Yachty type song in it. It's okay though, he bossed up, he's cool now. But still, this ad was a nightmare. Anyways, back to the video. In fact, I would argue a bulk of Sprite's entire advertising identity is just brand deals, and also cough syrup, but they'll never say that out loud. But I'm here today to talk about one ad in particular, featuring a certain Degrassi actor we all know and love. Look, this is a pretty legacy meme at this point, but I gotta do it for the history. The Drake Sprite commercial is terrifying. If you haven't seen it, close your eyes or just be ready because it's weird. The ad opens with Drake in the booth about to rap or something, but he's kind of like not ready. So he takes a sip of Sprite, and this is where we get man-made horrors beyond comprehension. Drake becomes what I can only refer to as an abomination. Sprite shoots out of his disfigured body at all angles. He becomes this weird Sprite robot. His skin tiles and separates from his body, and then suddenly, he snaps back into his fake human form and drops some of the hardest bars ever featured on commercial television. I think a lot of people's takeaway and reaction to this is, what is happening? Why is it happening? And will Sprite do this to me? Is this what happens when you drink Sprite? But things get even more iconic when they revealed the behind the scenes photos. Because this wasn't CGI. Oh no, baby, this was all practical. They built a horrifying Drake animatronic that is just FNAF level animatronic horror. I hope they burned this thing. I hope they destroyed it. I hate the thought that this animatronic is out there somewhere, maybe sitting in a landfill or in the back of a dark room. Obviously, this ad is now just a blip on his career, but I'll never forget this ad. I wish I could, but I can't. It haunts me whenever I close my eyes or try to sleep and there's just something in the corner of your eye, and you look and nothing's there. For me, that's the Drake animatronic. Needless to say, I'll be sticking to Sierra Mist. Wait, they changed Sierra Mist? What is it, Starry? That doesn't even sound like a drink. That sounds like a descriptive word. Music product collaborations can be pretty cool. They can also be pretty horrifying, but no matter what, they will always be entertaining. And if there's any takeaway from this video, I hope it's that. That being said, guys, that's really all I have. Let me know in those comments down below if there's any I missed or there's any that you loved. As always, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.